Ladyspo. Ladyspo is a 2018 anime that has a 3.1 on my anime list and a 1.4 on IMDb. Yikes. This show fucking sucks. It's another one of the shows with like 3 to 5 minute episodes, but somehow in this one, each episode made me go through the 5 stages of grief over and 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 over. First thing I want to establish is this, okay? This entire show shouldn't even really be called an anime. It's more of like a glorified slideshow. Because here's the thing, this show is not animated. This anime is not animated. Now let me show you. What the actual fuck? It's like if PowerPoint and hentai had a baby, but instead of the baby being put to sleep by the parents as they normally do, it's the baby putting the parents to sleep because it is such a boring, shitty fucking existence. It makes the PowerPoints that I watched in fucking high school look like a Jujutsu Kaisen fight scene. Now imagine if I made the entire review of this show like this. Like it would be the most unbearably boring video on the planet. How's it going, everybody? My name is Leo Hashi, and welcome to the Best of Worst Animes 2024. This is a compilation of all my favorite moments from all of the anime reviews that I've uploaded in 2024. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe for more content. Thank you so much for such a wonderful 2024, and I hope 2025 will be even better. Before we move on to the actual video though, a word from today's sponsor. This video is sponsored by Tokyo Treat and Sakurako. Tokyo Treat is a fun and exclusive Japanese snack subscription box filled with limited edition Kit Kats, specialty flavored Japanese chips, seasonal treats, and occasional Japanese sodas that are only available in Japan for a limited time. Sakurako is a monthly Japanese artisan snack box that supports local snack makers across Japan. Each box comes with 20 traditional, authentic, and artisan Japanese snacks, including Japanese teas and a special Japanese tableware. These boxes have a theme every month. Obviously for next month's boxes, the theme is going to be New Year's. First, let's take a look at the Tokyo Treat box. If I can, I may have a slight skill issue in opening boxes. Oh, that's a lot of stuff. So it comes with a little booklet. This is Daruma shaped gummies. This one is, what is this? Oh, it's like a chocolate wafer, strawberry cake, strawberry gato shokora. What? Bro, I'm not Japanese enough for this. Kinako mochi. This one is called Karameru Taro. This is miso katsu. It's like a little snack in the style of a katsu. Literally been one of my favorites since I was a child. This is a strawberry dorayaki, butter peanut, seaweed, salt flavor, corn snacks. It's like corn soup flavored, crunchy, crispy snack. Wow, I'm doing a really good job describing. Yeah, more chocolate. I actually don't know what this is, but it looks super good. Blendy stick. This one is arare. I think is like a type of rice cracker. Instant ramen, but it seems like a very unique flavor. Smoked butter potato chips. This looks dangerous, honey. Keep these away from me. We going in, boys. Damn, that's pretty good. It does taste like butter. What? I need to stop myself. I'm curious about these Kit Kats. Even the packaging is cute. Oh, that's good. It's like kind of dark chocolatey, but you got like strawberry flavoring in the middle of it. This is some good Kit Kat, bro. I also want to try this one. This one is the corn soup flavored like little snacky. It's like cheese puffs, kind of, but like not cheese and it's corn.
Okay.
Yeah, that one's pretty good. It's good. This is good. I'm also curious about this one. Let's check it out. That's pretty solid. I think it's like chocolate sponge cake inside of the chocolate. So this book actually comes with information about all the snacks that are sent. So I literally could have just gone through this instead of trying to guess everything from context clues. This booklet basically comes with information about the snacks, but also some cultural information about Japan. The one thing I really would like to go, and I've seen this before too. Have you seen these bathrooms? It's like made of like see-through glass, but once you close the door you can't see through them anymore. I was in Japan earlier this year, but I did not see any of this, and I hope that next time I go to Japan I'm able to visit one of these. In fact, I'm okay with flying out there and then only going to one of these bathrooms, taking a massive dump, and then walking out and flying back to America, and I would say that was honestly worth it. So that was the Tokyo Treat box. Let's move on to the Sakurako box. So this is the inside of the box. Very pretty. This is a honey soy sauce flavored rice cracker yuzu tea packs. This is a coaster. coaster. When I'm sipping on my yuzu tea with my teacup, I need a coaster. These are also traditional like rice cracker snacks. This one is a kokuto donut is what it's called. This is a red and white plum kohakuto. It's a plum flavored hard candy, a cake kind of thing made from sweet potatoes. Matcha dorayaki, maple cashew nuts, yuzu shiroko biscuits. This one is a nure okaki, strawberry daifuku, strawberry mochi on the outside, strawberry filling on the inside, cheese curry arare. And then finally we have, I'm gonna be real with you, I don't actually know how to describe these, but they look good. All right, let's try out some of these snacks as well. Starting off with the nure arare. So this is what they look like. It's like soft and mochi. Like, you see me squeezing it with just my 2 fingers. It's because the mochi is just soft and the texture is just wonderful. I'm curious about these yuzu biscuits. That's pretty good. I'm also curious about this. This is like the little donut thing that I mentioned earlier. That's pretty good. If you like brown sugar, I think you're gonna enjoy this one a lot. I also decided to try out the yuzu flavored green tea. And of course I used the beautiful coaster that came with the sakurako box. While filming myself drink this, I was recovering from a pretty bad illness. So this was honestly the perfect thing for me. The green tea tasted really good and the yuzu flavoring wasn't obnoxious, but you could still taste the yuzu. It was like a really good balance. I ultimately really enjoyed this tea. Anyways, those were the 2 boxes for next month from Tokyo Treat and Sakurako. If you want to experience Japan from the comfort of your own home, you can get yourself a box of these delicious snacks, or you can get it as a gift for one of your loved ones. If you would like to check these out for yourself, make sure to click the links in the description below and use code LEOHASHI to get $5 off of your first order of Tokyo Treat or Sakurako. Thank you so much once again for Tokyo Treat and Sakurako for sponsoring this video, and let's move on to the actual video, shall we? Anyways, we get some lore drop, and it turns out that there's actually a woman who manipulates her victims with bellflowers, which were the blue flowers that were found in the basement. It turns out that these flowers just basically make a victim's dick fall off, like crumble away, like Thanos snapped his fingers, and then it turns them into the flower servant. I'm not making this up. This is actually part of the movie. Like, there's literally a scene of the upperclassman having sex with the flower. Like the flower is sucking his dick. Sorry, it's so dumb. I guess they're quite literally pollinating the plants, if y'all know what I'm saying. Like, have you ever just looked at a tree and felt some type of way, like a tingly feeling inside? No? Yeah, me neither. She goes out to take a piss in the forest, but then she's attacked by some humongous what?
Humongous what? Humongous what?
Humongous bugs. She screams and the other run to see what's happening, and you know, she's taking a piss, so like she's in her underwear, right? So she pisses her pants, and the animation studio thought that was a really important detail to highlight, evidenced by the fact that it literally just zooms in on her crotch and just shows it like getting, like, you know, water coming out. Like, okay guys, this is something that I needed to see today. And then she gets stabbed in her ass cheek by one of those bug stinger thingies, and then another bug like shoves the stinger like in her mouth, and then she gets all of her blood sucked out and turned into a human raisin while half naked and taking a piss. I'm not really sure what the point of this scene was. Like, I don't really know what this violence is supposed to serve. I don't know if this is supposed to be entertaining or if it's supposed to be some kind of weird fan service, but I don't understand who's enjoying this shit. Oh yeah, I've always wanted a huge, gigantic, blood-sucking bug to just shove his fucking stinger in my and suck all the blood out of my body. We cut to a random kid wearing glasses on a bed named Hani, who begins to randomly tear up as very tragically sad music begins to play. What is happening? Who are you? And admittedly, I kind of started laughing a little bit at this scene because, I mean, come on, it's... Look, you can't tell me this doesn't look goofy a little bit, okay? Like, sue me. Don't do that, but you know what I mean. Ligma, Chicho, and a girl named Junie all walk into the room to visit. The boy is very clearly sick. And you know what? In my defense, okay, I laughed before the reveal that he was, like, extremely sick, okay? I didn't know, okay? It could have been any random kid in a random bed just crying, okay? Which I guess now that I say it out loud doesn't really make my case sound any better, but anyways, let's just move on. I went to check how Shizuka's doing, and it turns out that she's also feeling the same symptoms as Tomoe is. Also, ma'am, please hide the shoulder. We suddenly cut to a dangling tentacle-like thingy. I mean, okay, I guess so far this seems pretty normal for Japan. Then we see Sayuri, who has this weird tentacle thing sticking out of, what is that, her ear? I don't, what? Yeah, this motherfucker has a tentacle sticking out of her ear, which sounds... Actually, this sounds really hot. I mean, ew, that's so gross. What? Anyway, so Sayuri is this beautiful and grotesque something.
This girl is Sayuri. Sayuri.
I have no idea what it is. She is? Is this thing a person? X-arm is the definition of those cursed words. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. I'm sure the way I felt watching this show is probably very similar to the feeling of a father who accidentally catches his son jerking off to Minecraft porn for the first time. Hey y'all, did you know that Rick and Morty is an anime now?
Well, finally, an anime that takes actual IQ points to understand. Us intellectuals have been long deprived of intellectually stimulating content, and normies like to watch Japanese cartoons about dragons' ball sacks or whatever. But finally, there's now an anime made for true intellectuals like me. An anime that can finally stimulate the G-spot within my mind. I don't know what's about to go harder, this anime or my dick.
Alright. Moon Prison Power! Make up!
Now we can talk about Naria girls, okay? Excuse me, my eyes are up here, okay? You gotta stop looking. I know it's a little tight on me, okay? I swear I'm in my diet era right now. One day, Yume meets this weird scientist named Maria who says some kind of random weird bullshit about don't look at the red butterflies, young lady. And then she looks at the fucking red butterflies and then boom. Then Ututu, the older brother, runs in to check on her, seeing like what the hell's going on. Yume turns into this grotesque, disgusting looking monster. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck is going on. Next thing you know, monster Yume is munching on her older brother. Yum, 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 I guess. They're taking sibling shit to a new level, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know how people find anime characters really hot and stuff? This is what an anime character in real life would look like. So basically, I guess they're still really hot. Here's another pretty big plot hole here. They don't actually explain what exactly these powers are, like what they do at all. Like, I can guess that he developed psychic powers, you know, based on the title of the movie, but we never actually find out exactly what these psychic powers do. In this movie called Psychic Wars, we don't know what these psychic powers do. What? Like, he just turns gold and then, I don't know, he summons weapons? He can eat ass faster than anyone else on the planet? He can throw it back stronger and farther than anybody else in the known universe? He can grow his cock to the length of the distance between the earth and the sun? All of the above? We have no fucking clue. There's also a moment where Midori wakes up in the middle of the night and she just wakes up to the sight of Snake Lady having sex with Mummy Man and Sword Swallower. Like, they're just literally having a fucking yeah, good fucking morning, am I right? Wait. It wasn't, that's not what I didn't mean like a pun. And then she goes to another room and then she literally sees Adobe Acrobat engaging in some eyeball licking action with the fire-breathing psychopath. Holy hell, what the hell is going on? And keep in mind, this fire-breathing psychopath is quite literally underage. Man, I didn't know they had Dr. Disrespect in this movie. Literally, one of them's just going like, ooh, there's some dusty specks in my eye. And then the other's just like, well, let me clean it out for you. I need to go home.
Here goes my secret weapon, the butt punch. Oh no, I'm stuck.
To make Hani feel better, the three then decide to do a little show for him. Lima does some very amazing impressions of animals. A chicken, a wolf, a nightingale, and a monkey. Junie then begins to sing a cappella to the boy. And at this point, if I was Hani, I would probably ask the sickness to speed it up a little bit, because I don't know if I'd really want to be there in that moment, because it just feels really awkward. I can just imagine Junie pulling out a ukulele and just wait, hold on. Toxic gossip train. Hani begins to cry, and then we suddenly see a flashback of Hani's early life, where he's next to his mother, who is in bed dying. What the fuck, dude? Why are you doing this to me? I don't want to laugh at this.
Si muero, ¿quién se hará cargo de mi pobre pequeño? No puedo cerrar los ojos, no puedo dejarte solito, hijo mío.
No te mueras, mamá. No te mueras, por favor.
This scene is quite literally one of the most depressing things that I've ever seen in my entire life. It's not funny. It's not. This stop. Yeah, the mother just basically dies in front of the kid. Several months later, we see our crew of brave warriors chasing down some mole rat looking ass creature known as the Ancients. They face off in an epic battle scene where we watch this random anime girl's head literally get lasered off in 144p. On a side note, I swear to God, deadass, these characters are using like an Xbox Live microphone to talk to each other. Because this girl sounds like she's about to because this mic quality sounds like she's about to drop a slur like she died on Call of Duty. Oh god. This show is weird, and honestly, it was pretty funny. I found myself constantly laughing at how stupid this entire show was. Why? Like, okay, get this, right? This is a legitimate part of the show. The sisters have this ability where if they're around danger, their titties begin to like quake and shake like a magnitude 10 earthquake. I think it's called the booby alarm. Like, what do I even say to that? I can't even make a joke to that. Oh, but that's not all what their tits can do. No. They can expand and shrink them at will. What the like, what the actual Don't let the title fool you, because angels are from heaven, but watching this movie felt like a long and horrible day with Satan himself. I would very much rather be getting my ass cheeks clapped to the max by the devil himself while in hell listening to the eternal screams of the condemned than watch this movie ever again. I'm gonna try my best now to describe the story of 6 Angels to you, but I'm gonna warn you first, right? This story is so awfully written that it makes step-sibling porn look like fucking Steins Gate. Stepbrother, stepbrother, please help me. I can't record this bit. Stepbrother, can you help me? I got stuck in the fucking microwave. I don't really know what I'm looking at, but I would 100% smash. So one of the biggest gripes that I had with this game came up during this chapter, and that is the music. Oh my god, the music. The music drove me absolutely insane. I don't know what the hell they were thinking. They basically play the same like 3 to 4 classical music pieces over and over again, but it's not even the whole song, right? They take a small portion of those songs and they just loop that infinitely. So during these moments of the game where I'm like trying to understand what's happening and like, you know, trying to translate everything in my mind and trying to like process everything, I'm just hearing the same like 7 notes over and over and over again of Bach's Prelude in C major. Like, you know that one song that goes like, you know what I'm talking about? I swear, if I keep hearing this fucking song, I'm going to blow my fucking brains out. I can't. Yeah, it made me want to smash my head into a wall until the ringing in my head would eventually replace the fucking music that I was hearing over and over again. I don't even know how I'm gonna explain the plot of this show, so I just ripped it straight out of my anime list. Let's see. A science fiction comedy where various pro sports bounty hunters fight each other in sporting events. The story centers on Arigeti, Korupi, and Sabina, 3 women in a team who participate in various sports. Now let me just pause here and explain to you again. This is an anime about sports, but it's not animated. So how am I supposed to enjoy an anime about sports with no animation at all? Who's gonna turn on the Super Bowl if the Super Bowl was just a fucking slideshow of people just like, what the fuck? The Super Kids consists of super cool and awesome and badass heroes, including our main character, Gokdari. He's the 199-year-old leader of the Super Kids who has super strength and has this weird, like, mystical stick that he fights with. And is clearly a complete ripoff of Goku. I mean, it's just like, who the fuck do you think you're fooling? Hey y'all, my name is Naruto, and I'm a ninja from the Found Leaf City. Hey y'all, my name is Lufer, and I'm trying to become the pirate god by finding the 3 pieces. Very, very subtle. Now, other members of the Super Kids include Big Boy, a 13-year-old boy that is an expert with fighting with a staff. He spends the entire movie either being a complete simp for Yeonju.
I miss you too, but take it easy, would ya? Guess it's true what they say. You always hurt the ones you love, don't you?
Oh my god. Or making eating food into his entire personality.
You ate all my food?
Oh, don't take it so hard. The donuts were starting to get a bit stale anyway.
But I need my food. I'm a growing boy.
Samachi, a 97-year-old alien that Yeonju says this about.
Oh, he's kind of a creepy-looking alien, but I'd date him.
Damn, she's just like me for real, for real. I'd also date the shit out of Samachi. Like, god damn, daddy.
Just a minute, I've got something. I'm picking up some vibrations. It's a large object.
It's my dick. Saint Teotyo, who is a 97-year-old monk who was
expelled from the Soren Temple in China for drinking too much. Subject slain.
The bar of the super kids is so high that they have a superhero who's just an old monk that got kicked out of his old temple for being a fucking alcoholic. The Avengers are quaking as we speak. That's the secret, Cap. I'm always drunk. Chol Min, whose superpower is to be an expert mechanic, aka he just has basic ass bitch syndrome.
Systems check. Prepare to blast off!
Rockpile, who is literally just a cluster of rocks. We also get introduced to like Gokji and Chao, but they're not important enough for me to even like talk about them more than this. The one thing I actually remember from this show was that it begins with the three main characters either using the bathroom, like taking a shit, or having to pee. It's just like, why? Why do I remember this? Because one of the main characters spends the first 3 entire episodes just being like, oh, I need a shit! I need a shit! Anyway, so we find out that an unknown object suddenly appears over the city of Tokyo and the people are disapproving of the government's reaction to it. Or something like that. Then we move into an incredible anime opening song. The anime begins with Big Daddy reporting the news. He's saying that a mysterious floating object has begun its movement over the city of Tokyo, which was already said before the opening song, so I don't know why they're telling us again, but hey, you know, it's fine. Some people are just forgetful. Oh, but don't worry guys, he repeats it again for the people in the back who might have missed this information the first 2 times they said it.
移動を開始した模様です。繰り返しお伝えいたします。 謎の物体が移動を開始した。
Oh, but then wait, before moving on to the actual story, the clip repeats again!
謎の物体が移動を開始した。
Like we see the same exact fucking clip of Big Daddy telling us the same exact news report that we've heard 3 times already, but this time is zooming out to show a bunch of TVs because storytelling? Guys, did you know there's a floating object flying over Tokyo and it's mysterious and it's starting its movement and it's like, what? What? I didn't know. And then we finally move away from this goddamn news clip and we get glimpses of the mysterious object that they're talking about, while in the background the same news clip plays again. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Yeah guys, if you didn't know, there's a mysterious floating object in Tokyo and it's starting its movement and we don't know what it is, but it's mysterious and it's floating and it's an object and it's floating over Tokyo. Just in case you missed it. Now we're introduced to some of our main characters. This guy, I completely forgot the name of. I don't even know if they mentioned it in the movie. I'm just gonna call him the captain. We have Jack, who doesn't really do much throughout the story. This ugly ass, selfish, unlikable, no drip looking ass scientist that vaguely looks like me, which upsets me even more. And a weirdo computer/tech guy, I think, named Wataru, who constantly calls the nuclear reactor Hitomi, which is strange to me because it almost sounds like he's treating it like his girlfriend or something. I don't know how to feel about that. I honestly assumed like he was gonna be an incel or something, like, a nuclear reactor looking sexy today. Here are the main characters. We got Urara, the pink-haired girl, who is the main protagonist of this anime. She's also the narrator, and we see this story from her perspective and point of view. Her mom unfortunately abandoned her, leaving her to live with her grandma and later with her dad. Hanabi, the blue girl, is this sort of quirky, like airheaded doofus type character, and she's voiced by Aoi Koga, who's also known for characters such as Kaguya from Kaguya-sama and Paimon. Then we have Inaho, the purple girl, and this is how Urara introduces her to us. Those are her words, okay? Not mine.
Yo, she has 2 personalities and they're both humongous.
Guys, I'm fine, okay? I'm fine. Everything's fine. Mide tries to manipulate the stands by, you know, like showing off her titties and being like, if you get me food, I will show you a good time. And then she literally shoves her melons into like my face.
ジンのじゃな。
なんか燃えないし。
そんな。
But then the fanboys are like, nah, you're kind of gross. And then Mirei decides to be like, okay, well then I'll show you mommy's panties. And she like raises her like dress, and then like, why am I watching this fucking movie? News is announced that Black Star has stolen the rocket blueprints, and it sends the world into fear because it's not safe anymore. We see a lot of random citizens get really scared, and for some reason in this world, when people shiver out of fear, they actually like quake like a magnitude 15 earthquake. I don't know why, it just kind of looks so goofy when they shiver out of fear, and every character shivers like this. It is literally the same every time. There's also this incredibly funny scene that I really shouldn't be laughing at. Basically, this little kid is like crying because he's obviously scared, you know? Oh my god, the world's gonna end. Am I gonna die? Then his mom like comes into the room and she's like, if you don't stop crying, I'm about to call Black Star on you, little bitch. And that scares the kid into like not crying anymore.
Deja de llorar, que si no llamo a Black Star. Black Star?
What the f?
No, Mama, Black Star, no.
Yo, these mothers be disciplining their kids by threatening to call a crime organization. Like, oh my god, bro. A1 parenting right there. I don't know what else to say. It's kind of like instead of saying, yo, Santa's not gonna come tonight, you know, to give you presents, your parents are telling you, hey, yo, if you don't shut the f up, Santa's gonna beat the shit out of you. I swear to God. Also, why does bro look like he's been mewing since he popped out of the womb? Because god damn, girl, how is your jawline so sharp? How do I do that? Takeru out here look-smaxing before look-smaxing was even a thing. You know what I'm saying? You wanna know the funniest part about this entire movie? While I was watching it, I heard a very familiar voice. Is that Dio? There's no fucking way. That is not Dio Brando. Oh my fucking god, it's him! I did not expect to hear him in this fucking movie. That's right, Poro Dio da. That was a really bad impression, but you know who I'm talking about. Yeah, that's Mr. Takehito Koyasu, who is the voice actor of many popular characters, including Dio Brando from JoJo, Takasuke Shinsuke from Gintama, Zeke from Attack on Titan, and of course, you can't forget Maros from Blue Remains. I guess every legend has to begin somewhere. And unfortunately, even Dio Brando's voice actor couldn't save this movie from being the most boring, awful, soulless, fucking empty casket of a movie. They hear a laughter in the distance, and they see the golden bat. The bad guys then begin to magnitude 10 quiver. The golden bat continues to laugh and actually doesn't stop laughing throughout this entire battle scene for some reason. And also, like 90% of his dialogue in the movie is basically just him laughing. Takeru puts the Mars suit on while striking the most historically incredible T-pose of all time. The suit literally strangles the poor kid like it's a corset from the fucking Victorian era. And he shrieks, which to be fair, I would also be shrieking if I was in that situation. But to be honest, it also seems kind of worth, because like, god damn girl, those hips do not lie, you know what I'm saying? I have to confess to you guys that my IQ is unfortunately not that high. I've only seen like 3 seasons of Rick and Morty, and my favorite episode was unironically the one where Rick turned himself into a pickle. Funniest shit I've ever seen. Yeah, so while I'm not the biggest Rick and Morty fan on the planet, or in the multiverse, or whatever it's called in the show, I did actually enjoy the episodes of Rick and Morty that I've seen. They were funny, quirky, and very, very intellectual, and I felt as though my IQ points were surging through the ozone layer as I watched every episode while scratching my balls and then reaching into the bag of Doritos next to me and then eating it with the sweat from my balls drenching the Doritos. Yeah, the show is pretty funny. What is this? The show then turns into a roller coaster that only seems to go downhill as it gets increasingly gross, violent, and nonsensical, which also happens to be the title of my sex tape. So Yume is overtaken by this desire to just consume human flesh, and Ututu, having a body that can regenerate and also having a huge sister complex, volunteers to let Yume eat his body. Yeah, they actually show these feasting scenes. The word uncomfortable doesn't even begin to describe what I felt watching these scenes. I don't actually know if I can play these on YouTube. I mean, I refuse to play it either way because the audio itself just sounds like something YouTube would hear and then be like, please restrict this right now! Just imagine, you know, munching sounds, the shit you hear during like ASMR mukbang, and in the background you're hearing, and then also you're hearing, YouTube's gonna me over for this video, Jesus Christ. Now, this show is pretty infamous for being one of the worst animes of all time. If you're a weeb, then you probably have seen or heard about this show. A few years ago, Crunchyroll released this trailer that was immediately clowned upon by everybody on this planet. This show was DOA, which stands for Dead on Arrival. The moment this cute little Minecraft mob was spawned, it was immediately brutally murdered by the hands of a psychopath known as Herobrine, who coincidentally still continues to haunt my dreams every day. And anyways, now let's move on to the number 3 worst rated anime movie of all time, Armageddon, or like Armagotti. Anyway, we're then introduced to our main character. Somehow, after looking online as well as like rewatching parts of the movie to try to find it, I still don't have any idea what his name is. So we're just gonna call him Ligma for the sake of this story. So Ligma's just like walking around making cat noises for some reason. And then he walks by an actual cat, and the cat turns to him and goes, "Wow, bro, that's a weird cat, meow."
Qué gato tan raro. En mi vida había oído maullidos como esos.
And then Ligma turns to the cat and he says, "Sorry to bother you, but I'm also actually really good at making faces." And then he starts making like these weird faces. I don't know what's happening. Policemen that are working with Ass are attacked and killed by the ancients. And it's so funny to me because these ancients literally just like walk and like shoot their lasers in like the slowest speed imaginable. And these policemen, rather than doing anything rational like running away or I don't know, maybe taking one step to the side, they just let it happen. They just watched as the slowest lasers come and absolutely obliterate them. Like what? Couldn't they just have slide to the left? Like, you know, do the cha-cha slide and survive? Do you know what that is? Man, I feel so old.
This man is Hiroshi.
And apparently in this universe, marriage means literally gluing your asshole to your husband's face so that he just suffocates for eternity while continually eating your ass the entire time. What the f am I saying? Then we meet the mother, who is described as this creature by the narrator.
This creature is Sayuri's mama. Mama.
She's a banana? A sentient dildo? I give up. We also meet Sayuri's dad, who's also a weird worm-like sentient dodo-like creature, question mark.
This creature is Sayuri's papa. Papa.
What a beautiful love story. It's almost like these two are made for each other. Or are they twins and they had a kid together and that's why Sayuri looks like this? Oh, sorry, that was... Yeah. Now in this show, Holmes is not out there solving mysteries, but in fact, he's trying to do the exact opposite, where he's trying to do as little work as possible.
仕事したくない
That's such a mood. And maybe that's why I like this show so much, because I related to Sherlock Holmes in this so fucking much. Like, who wants to do actual work? Like, I would put in so much effort just to not have to do any work. And on the flip side, we get Hudson, you know, getting upset at Holmes for not doing his job, and mayhem ensues.
足を上げろ手を上げろじゃないんですかちゃんと見ててくださいせっかく足を上げたのに足の上げ方が美しくない
Now let's introduce our cast of cool and quirky main characters, including Maki, the main protagonist of the movie, who's so interesting that the only thing that I remember about her is that she has blue hair and that she strips fucking naked like halfway through the movie for some reason. Like, what? And yes, I remember this because I'm a fucking degenerate, okay? Naomi, who just loves to remind everybody that she's a mother, and that's like her entire personality trait. Doris, who apparently would rather have sex with guns than any other human being.
ドリスが愛してるのは武器だけ。武器はいいわよ。私は人を殺すためにだけ存在しますって顔してる。
That right there is a true American. Marilyn, whose only defining trait is that her name is Marilyn. Catherine, who is our, I think, youngest main character, who the writers tried to make important to the plot, but she ended up feeling just like an unlikable NPC with a shitty side quest that no one cares about. Link, a companion who I'm assuming was supposed to be cute and endearing, but to be honest, I would rather have Navi shrieking into my ears, "Hey, look, listen!" for the rest of my life before I have Link accompany me on my journey. Throughout the movie, the writers just love to shove copious amounts of lore down my throat without even giving me a moment to breathe. The story of this film is extremely convoluted, and it didn't make sense from the first minute of it.
Many eons ago, when the stars of the Andromeda Nebula were first beginning to form, a highly advanced civilization came into being.
I was not paying attention. I actually really did try to pay attention and understand what's happening. I replayed the beginning of this film multiple times just to be like, am I dumb? Like, am I missing something? Am I too small brain? Is it my attention span just being really shitty? I don't know if it's because my attention span is dog shit, but I don't actually know what's going on. No, it's the movie. The movie sucks. If I had to describe the plot of this movie in one word, it would be Episode 12 is the final confrontation. Except when they're being attacked by a bunch of the Snow Queen's minions, they just start talking about bras, and then the crowd keeps cheering in the background. It's so cursed.
私ね、今年ブラの福袋を買ってみたの。福袋ってさ、おまかせじゃん、あれって。いやね、4つブラが入ってるんだけど、どうした？全部ヒョウ柄だったの。ワイルドだぜ。もうワイルドすぎてさ。
Not the fucking minions like screaming in the background. I will say, the one part of the show that I unironically enjoyed was the opening theme. That shit goes like legitimately hard. Everlasting love! A criminal known as Don Canyon takes over the prison with his family, including his children, I think, Ed, Terry, Sam, and some other hacker kid that no one gives a shit about, and he dies in like 2 seconds anyways. Don Canyon declares war against the world by taking control of an American nuclear space missile system or something, and he vows to purify the world with radiation in a nuclear holocaust, which sounds... Wow, it sounds like maybe Don Canyon might have failed art school or something. This is a modern masterpiece. A silent voice wishes it was like Ao Oni the animation. And no, the flower did not have anything to do with how much I love this movie, okay? Nothing. Not at all. Okay? To be honest, I'm more of like a kind of like a cherry blossom kind of guy. Like those are kind of bad, you know what I'm saying? And oh my god, the animation of the actual Ao Oni monster themselves is just... I have never seen anything more spectacular in my entire life. Like, I didn't know that big blobby blue demons can be that fucking attractive. Like, just imagine the Ao Oni is sucking cock, and the noise that it makes while it's sucking is the... That was bad. Hae-sung is then brought to another planet, I think. I don't really know where we are. But in this new place, the pink-haired girl's twin sister, Hera, is the queen, and she's accompanied by her right-hand man thing? I don't know what this is, but his name is Hades, and I officially label him as the GOAT of the entire film. Like, Daddy Hades is the only redeeming factor of this entire movie. Anyways, Hae-sung begins to train with Hera and Hades. Oh, and spoiler alert, Hae-sung then falls in love with Hera, who is his dead ex-girlfriend's twin sister. Jesus Christ, man. Delta boy, more like fucking Sigma male, dude. Rizgod McGee over here just... My favorite part about this entire relationship is how Hades becomes their like biggest shipper and wingman. Like, there's a scene where Hades is talking to Hae-sung and he's like, yo, Hae-sung, the queen wants to talk to you about something, bro. And then Hae-sung is like, oh, cool. And then so he goes to talk to Hera and opens the door only to see that she's showering. And obviously she's not happy about this, so she like beats him up and, you know, haha, anime stuff. Now the rest of this incredible scene I can't describe to you, so I'll just show it to you.
Hades! Get down here! I take it you enjoyed your most recent lesson. As I recall, you've been taught the floor plans of the entire Elkin base, especially the Queen's quarters. You should have known the North Chamber is her ritual shower, and it was most careless of you to enter it like that. And as you know, carelessness kills.
This was another lesson from you?
But I thought you would find the lesson quite exhilarating. You are now the only person who's ever seen the lovely Queen in her birthday suit.
You think I've never seen nudity before?
Don't you pretend that you haven't noticed her beauty. Oh, I can see the two of you now. Are you positive you didn't make a pass?
Hades, yeah!
Like, Hades is a real bro, okay? Hades is the guy who kisses all his homies goodnight because he doesn't want them to feel lonely and sad. Episode 8. Another alleged magical girl appears and asks the three if she can join them, but it turns out she's the monster. So what if I'm the monster? Guys, I know that meme is old as fuck, okay? But it's still funny to me, okay? So whatever, okay? Dab the haters away. Now we're introduced to our villain, who is a sexy looking brain with eyes named Glyptophane. Yeah, he's a greatly written villain and not generic at all. And a bunch of the sexy brain creatures are having a meeting. I guess you can call this a meeting of the minds, am I right? Okay. Which brings me to this question. If these brains have sex, is it called a mind fuck? I'm dead inside. They're discussing the future of the Earth when the villain brain, Glyptophane, that rhymed, holy shit, he flies into the meeting, and then he's like, hello, my fellow brain bros, I'm about to eradicate the human race. And then the others are like, oh, you should probably think about that for a second. Maybe you should use your brain. Okay, I'm sorry, this is so bad. Anyways, another day, Midori finds a group of 3 cute little puppies, which honestly is the only thing in this movie that's not like literally trauma-inducing. She feeds the puppies and takes care of them as her own, but the moment she leaves and walks away from the dogs, fire-breathing psychopath approaches the dogs, and for a lack of better words, this motherfucker literally deletes them out of existence in one of the most brutal anime scenes I have ever seen in anything. And I've said this a few times, but I think my grossness tolerance is like pretty high. I feel like I can probably watch Shrek having sex with Fiona while eating a delicious meal. It's like whatever. But even for me, this was pretty like shocking. Oh, but guess what? It gets even better. Because that night, fire-breathing psychopath brings home the meat and literally cooks a stew out of it for dinner for everyone to eat. You know, like a little bit of puppy porridge if you tell. Sorry. Look, I gotta cope somehow, okay? I need to crack a few jokes here and there because this is just a lot. Sayuri responds,
"Perhaps I'd like to strike it,"
while doing a little fucking like woo thing. Oh my god, she's so cute. Then this creature, dude, I don't know what the fuck this thing is, but it has no right having an ass that nice.
Nice ass. Do not lust in your heart. Jesus, you're right.
Dear Lord, please forgive me, for I am about to sin. Anyway, Sexy Cheek starts to yell. Then he starts to back his ass up in front of Sayuri. And then he continues to beg to get striked on his ass cheeks, detailing specifically which part of his ass cheeks that he wants to get struck.
Please strike me.
I mean, that's a nice ass though, right?
Strike here, and here.
Sayuri then drags her finger up this thing's ass crack and then smacks her lips like, and then says,
"It will be wonderful. Yes, yes."
Someone begins to sing, and Sayuri uses her tentacle-like thingy to clap his cheeks. He gets his cheeks clapped 3 times and faints, or he just died. I genuinely have no idea. Yo, why is this kind of hot? No, I'm This song just hit me right in the feels right here, right in the, you know, right in my right titty. Right titty? Is that where my heart is? No, it's my left titty. Oh my god. If someone wanted to torture me in the worst way imaginable, all they would have to do is lock me in a room, tie me up, put on Ladyspo on loop over and over and over until my brain physically can't handle it anymore, and then it just blows up. It sucks. Also, I had a very unfortunate realization while watching this show.
Give me the booby stone now!
You know what really hurts now that I think about it? This weird creepy guy, the villain, is me in an alternate dimension. Come on! Like, we literally look the fucking same. Like, what is this? Yeah, I did not feel good about that and will immediately be shaving my head, as well as getting LASIK in order to never wear glasses ever again. They go underground, and then they find an angel in a cave? What the what? Who turns out to be the mother of Mike and JC? Like, okay, what? Okay, officially, I don't know what the fuck is happening. By the way, I think the directors told the voice actress for the angel to record like she was recording at 3 a.m. and that's why she's fucking whispering the entire time. Just listen to this. Like, oh my god, it's so fucking bad. The original Rick and Morty has a very charming art style, and some might call it simple, but it's also got a lot going for it. The animation style is pretty fun to watch, and they do a lot of absolutely like insane shit when it does come down to it. The anime then takes this art style and then absolutely just storms all over it. Okay, you put it in the fucking toilet, and then someone sits over it, and there's just diarrhea all over the art style. It's like they try to draw the characters in Microsoft Paint, and then just call it a day. Like, if this is what it takes to make a fucking anime, then I guess even I could make a fucking anime. Man, I wish I got hired to design the characters for this show. Because damn, bro, if whoever drew these character designs made any money from that, then I guess I also have hope to make art into a full-time career of mine. Anyway, we meet the next big bad ancient, and god damn! Damn! Why is he so thick? Oh my god. This guy introduces himself as Zoroark, which sounds like Zoroark, the Pokemon. But this guy was created before Pokemon created Zoroark, so actually, the Pokemon company stole from Mars of Destruction. I mean, to be honest, either way, I'd still smash. What? Now, I'm not exaggerating when I say that this fight scene might be the greatest anime fight scene that I've ever seen in my entire life. Let me just show you.
Time to give yourself up. I'm placing you under arrest.
Well, come and get me.
I guess.
Here I come.
You're not as tough as you think, boy. You look good enough to eat.
There's another trick I can do with my golden staff. Watch this. All you have to do is You'll have to speak more clearly. I can't understand what you're saying.
I was trying to give up. You weren't listening to me.
I wonder how the others are doing with your partner. But maybe I should lock him up.
My teeth! Look out, you idiot!
Don't put me on TV, not like this! I've got a reputation to protect! Oh, she's cute. I should introduce myself. All right, you scoundrels! This is your last warning!
Yo, Rizzmaster, bro.
What is he doing? This is certainly no time for dancing.
You foolish super kids thought I had given up, but now the games have only just begun.
Listen here, Wang Dochi. You're really starting to burn me up.
Ow, that hurt! You burned my antenna! I'll get you! Oh, goodness, I'm really not having a very good day today. My teeth, come back! I need my teeth!
Oh, and there was one part that really genuinely caught me off guard because it was kind of racist. I'll just play a bit of it for you, okay?
Hello, most honored patron.
Please come in. I'm starving. That's it?
This meatball originated in China over 4,000 years
No,
ago.
bro. Like, Jesus H. Christ. 2009 was just a different fucking time. The characters also got some ugly-ass haircut too, bro. Like, I guess the end of the world means you just stop giving a shit about how your hair looks. You know what? That actually makes a lot of sense.
There are 3 acceptable haircuts. High and tight, crew cut, buzz cut. Are the scissors broken in your house, son?
There's this one skit where the bad guy turns them into a magical girl who's anxious to fight the enemy that's right in front of them, a magical girl who starts to worry about things at the worst possible time, and a perverted magical girl who's getting excited to realize that he's actually a boy. Oh, Jesus, I can't. But then they're suddenly interrupted by the owl Oni, who pretends to be one of their dead friends.
Let's go!
I won't even lie, this was the one scene in the entire movie that kind of freaked me out just a little bit. Just a little bit. Like, it's not like I was scared throughout the entire movie, okay? I wasn't putting my headset half off my ear because I was a little scared of, you know, jump scares or anything. I am a brave warrior and nothing can fucking scare me. Certainly not an NPC movie like Ao Oni, the animation. Ukyo then feels a tingle of evil in his balls and he goes to chase the feeling, only to hear Asahina scream. So he runs into the ruins of the Jomon era civilization until he's randomly teleported 5,000 years into the past. What is fucking happening? While he's teleporting, he meets the spirits of 5 random nuns that, according to Wikipedia, are supposed to be the 5 goddesses. No idea what the fuck they do, why they exist, or why? Like, I don't get how I was supposed to know any of this from the movie itself, because they don't even say the words 5 goddesses. None of this fucking is explained in the movie. Then we fade into a scene where I think they're training, right? I think they're training. But like, look, okay. I don't know if you could tell, but I have a pretty dirty mind. Like, half my jokes are like, ha, I'm clapping cheeks, and ha, there's a cock in my mouth type of jokes. Like, it's just kind of dirty. So like, forgive me if my mind wandered a little bit during this scene, but like, this is how they train for their battle. My dude, what the fuck is this? Like, come on. Like, come on, you can't blame me for thinking like, yo, what kind of battle are they training for? It just looks like they're training for having sex, okay? Like, I don't know what else I can say about it, okay? I'm just gonna say it. What is going on? What are they doing? And what was that? Jack then goes out into the water using this ugly-ass robot to collect some bacteria samples, but then suddenly we see that Jack's robot begins to melt from the bacteria. Realizing that he's in danger, Hiroshi decides to go out in another ugly-ass robot to try and save Jack, but unfortunately it's too late. Hiroshi, kombi wa yappari kaishin da ze. Jack's machine blows up, tragically killing him and ending his screen time, which was a little too short in my opinion. Okay, not gonna lie though, I know this is supposed to be like a very serious scene, right? I mean, someone's dying. I should be laughing when I'm watching someone about to die. But dude, the animation in this scene is... I don't even know how to describe it. Well, the main characters play various sports against various other teams until one of the members, Korupi, challenges another main character from another team. I don't even remember her fucking name, but I don't care. And they do a bunch of like one-on-ones with different sports. But then the twist is Korupi seemingly dies from a horrible accident while playing the sport of robot fighting. That's right, robot fighting is officially a sport now.
どちらも一瞬の隙も見せない。コツが分かってきたわ。これなら自在に動かせる。いけー！アヌがそんなの試合じゃない。マリーさん。サビーナ？歌が聞こえる。マリーさん、頑張って。どうか最後まで負けないで。絶対に諦めませんわ。最後の一瞬のその時まで。だって私は一人ではないんだから。マリーさん、突撃。まさか。
Hey y'all watching this year's robot fighting tournament? Who do you think's gonna perform the halftime show? Hatsune Miku? Anyways. Oh, and if you thought this story was nonsensical, let me introduce you, my friends, to something called the subtitles. Oh man, like there's no other word for me to describe the subtitles in this movie other than shit. It's like they hired an elementary schooler from Japan who literally just discovered what English was yesterday to write these goddamn subtitles. Yo, that subtitle was just straight up wrong. The guy said wakarimashita, which is I understand, but the subtitles said I don't understand. Like the spelling mistakes almost gave me an aneurysm from how bad they really were. Link just hackered the enemy's computer. Just hackered? Who fucking did these subtitles? I speak Japanese and I don't even fucking understand the story. How can you expect anyone to understand anything that's going on when the subtitles are this garbage? Now I understand that the subtitles aren't like the original creator's fault or anything, but I'm gonna count these towards the review and the score overall because the moon? The fucking moon? Oh my fucking god. No. That's so stupid. That's so cap. You're so cap. You're so cap. You're so cap. How the fuck do you misspell the word moon? It's M-O-O-N. Who the fuck wrote moon? What the fuck is this? The moon? Missed me with that bullshit. No, I'm not in love with Hades, okay? I just think he's just making me feel some type of way. I can't believe this is like a real anime. It really doesn't feel like one. Man, I genuinely don't think I have any brain cells left anymore. All I have are my left tummy and my right tummy. That's all I need in my life, isn't it? Anyways, our 5 warriors assemble and they get ready to go to battle against the mysterious floating object, which is finally revealed. And honestly, it just looks like if someone photoshopped a squid and a penis together, and you know, I just kind of want to put it in my mouth. Chun-Lu is analyzing the bacteria while Hiroshi mourns his friend's death, and Nora just nonchalantly plays, you know, catch ball with a fucking grenade. Bro, which fucking elementary school did you pick this little kid up from? Oh my god. Hey kids, welcome to elementary school. Today we'll be learning how to play catch using grenades, and tomorrow we'll be playing laser tag using military grade weapons. Mommy, the idol, gets attacked, and Kai says to her stands like, yo, aren't you guys her fucking fans? Like, go protect her. And so the fanboys go and run to save her, but then the bug attacks the fanboys and then sucks their blood out, killing them by turning them into some delicious California-picked raisins. To be honest, I think this is probably the most realistic part of the movie. Imagine, like, Jungkook from BTS, like, getting attacked by one of these giant bugs. How many people do you think would sacrifice themselves to save his cute ass? I don't know if I would, because I'm more of an RM guy, but you know what I'm saying? There's some goofy-ass sidestepping animation here going on that kind of looks like they're about to bust down into a random TikTok dance, but unfortunately, instead of a TikTok dance, they just get abducted and then taken for ransom. To explain this simply, this bootleg Osu looking ass screen has 2 big circles. The left big circle is a defense circle, and then the right red circle is the offense circle. There's gonna be a smaller glowing circle that rotates around the larger circles. Each of these larger circles will also have smaller circles spawn on top of them. Too many fucking circles. Anyway, so as the glowing circle rotates and meets up with the smaller circles, you press a button and it removes the icon. This ends up doing damage to the enemies, or you defend yourself from their attacks. If you miss the smaller circles, you take damage, and you win if you destroy their health bar, which is pretty self-explanatory. There's also a turn limit. Each full circle of both big circles is a full turn. There's also action meters, and I won't go into too much detail about what they do, but there's a large special bar that fills up the more actions you successfully do, and when this bar is full, you're able to use your ultimate move, which does a huge chunk of damage. Now, I'm able to explain this to you, I feel like pretty clearly, or as clear as I can, because I was forced to learn how to play this. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to get through the game. But I gotta say, the learning process was quite sanity draining. Obviously, the first few times, I'm gonna get my ass whooped because I don't know how to play the game. And if I lose the battle, then I'm forced to button mash through an entire death scene. And then it takes me to the title screen, and then depending on, you know, where I saved in the game, when I load it, I have to button mash all over again just to get to the point I was, and then I would get my ass whooped again, and then I would go to the title scene again, I would load it, and I would button mash more, and then I would lose again, I would button mash more, get to the title. You know, you get the deal, right? This is Dollar Tree Osu looking ass game, bro. What is this? What? How did I lose? Did I just fucking die? Are you kidding me? Oh, I gotta watch this whole stupid ass cutscene again? You're fucking joking. God. Now I have to watch this stupid bullshit again? I can't. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish this shit. Cause I can't even beat the first fucking enemy. I don't care. Ugly ass bitch. No, I don't want to read the tutorial again. This is what I get. This is what I get for spam clicking. Are you joking? How are you supposed to beat this shit, bro? The one saving grace was that you're able to save at any point you want during the game, which I learned after losing, I don't know, only like 5 times. Anyway, after way too many tries, I finally won and beat this dude. Oh my god, did I just do it? Did I just do it? Holy shit. Holy shit. On a side note, I absolutely hate the soundtrack that plays while Takeru puts on the suit and like fights the bad guys. It's like the other songs I was telling you about. It's just like the same sort of song loop that plays over and over and over again. And it just plays throughout the entire battle scene too. There's no battle music. It's just the same. It doesn't even sound like it's a battle song. It sounds like a bootleg Final Fantasy results sound or whatever. You know, like in RPGs, like when you win a battle and then there's a screen where you're like getting all the experience points and like a little jingle plays. Yeah, now imagine playing that jingle on loop over and over and over and over again during the hardest boss battle you've ever had to fight in an RPG. That was my experience with this game, and it was great. I just couldn't. It just destroyed me. And the last 20 minutes of this fucking film, it kept buffering on me. No, don't buffer. I want this to fucking end. I hate you. Why are you buffering? God fucking damn it. I want to finish the goddamn movie. Stop buffering. God, stop buffering on the last fucking part. I want to finish this movie. Why? Fuck, dude. I hate this fucking movie. Why are you making it worse for me by making it goddamn buffer in the last 10 minutes of it? Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. And then Ukyo destroys the Demon King in this gripping, amazing battle scene. Can someone explain to me what just happened? According to Wikipedia, during this part, apparently the unseen Demon Queen opened a portal to the present, and Ukyo actually prevented most of the demons from crossing over from the past by blowing them up. I don't know how I was supposed to know any of this. They never said the words Demon Queen in this part or any part before it. Like, how was I supposed to know that there's a fucking Demon Queen when they don't even say the words demon? Anyways, we have a random scene between Ukyo and Asahina, and then they're like, hey yo, let's get married. Oh, come on. Why? Why does it? Why? Then Mutsumi responds with, we can't really wait 3 days because by then they're gonna hatch eggs inside of the host, and then those larvae are gonna hatch and then start eating the victim from inside of their body. Like, why? So now we get this gross visual that I don't understand why it exists. It's just a shot of Chitose fully naked, you know, full booba in the shot with larvae just eating her. Why does this exist? Like, is this some kind of fan service? Like, do people find this hot or something? Like, oh yeah, you know, I love a woman who's being consumed from the inside out by larvae. We now have an incredible fight scene where the Golden Bat absolutely wipes the floor of these soldiers. Yeah, Golden Bat, baby! It only took us like 90% of the movie to get back to the actual character. Oh, what the fuck? Even clapping one of their cheeks so hard that they just get destroyed. Oh my god, there's so much AI art. If only AI could also generate me a real life girlfriend, am I right? This one has adult content safe search over it. I'm scared. I was just trying to find like an image of like some anime eyes I could use for this. I'm not trying to look at AI generated titties right now. There's a time and place for that. Okay, well maybe I should get, holy Jesus, okay. It's not my fault they were so large that the gravitational pull, okay? My eyes were just pulled towards it. It's not my fault. It was because of science. So the two characters are trying to retrieve this dangerous weapon known as an X-Arm, which are dangerous AI super weapons that allow the user to do some alien-like crazy cool powers. Some of the powers include phasing through walls like an NPC, turning other NPCs into living bombs, creating JPEG images of black circles that apparently destroy everything, and even stop time for 10 minutes. So they managed to retrieve the X-Arm they're trying to get, and then they get cornered, so they're like, okay, well I guess we gotta activate the X-Arm now. A brain pops out of the X-Arm suitcase and the X-Arm begins to speak, and then it's revealed that it's actually the brain of our main character, Akira. Now a bad guy with a different X-Arm, the one that could phase through walls, manages to catch up to them. And then there's a bunch of amazing fight scenes that make the video Shrek is Love, Shrek is Life look like the greatest animation of all time. Another thing that was quite awful was the audio mixing in some of the scenes. Like the voice acting and the soundtrack were just so awfully balanced. Who the fuck wants to watch anything like, Steve, I love you. I can be the flint to your steel. This movie is straight up ass. The plot is emptier than my soul when I'm sitting in class learning about something that I know I'm never gonna use ever again in my entire life or remember, but it's still contributing to my student debt anyway. Anyways, it's night and everyone has to bathe in the water because they need to make sure that they're clean from the ticks. And I guess the studio decided to take this opportunity and make this movie into a hentai. So we basically got a shot of all the girls naked. Keep in mind, all these characters are supposed to be in high school, so saying that it made me uncomfortable might be a little bit of an understatement. The animators be like,
well, actually having them be all naked in this pool or whatever is actually really important to the plot because, well, you know, they gotta clean the ticks off, and also, like, you know, each boob represents something about the character.
I guess they knew that this movie was gonna be dog shit, so they needed something to get more people to watch it. We then cut to the doctor telling the kids that Hani's condition is so bad that he might need a miracle to survive. The others begin to cry, and then they go visit his room, telling him the lie of, yeah, you're getting better, man, don't worry. Hani then tells them, I have to face the fact that I'm dying soon. Which is just, oh my god, please give this kid a fucking break.
Me hubiera gustado ver a Golden Bat antes de morir. Habría visto realizado el más hermoso de mis sueños.
He then asks his friends to sing him a song about the golden bat before his end. Come on! Don't do this to me! You know, this would be extremely depressing and sad, but when the kids begin to sing, it's just such a goofy, like, scene. The dubbing is so awful and, like, it's just, I can't take it seriously. As Hani closes his eyes to die, the golden bat suddenly appears outside of the window. Hani miraculously is able to run to the window because he's so excited about seeing his celebrity crush. And then he's like, how can I become just like you? The golden bat finally then says his first actual line of dialogue in the movie.
Ser como Golden Bat. Recordar, en cualquier circunstancia, justos y valerosos.
And he takes off his mask to reveal just like some basic ass like random dude. He asks the kids to sing a song about him and then flies away and waves bye to the kids as they continue to sing. Hani somehow miraculously recovers from his illness that was literally about to kill him because he met his idol, which is like, okay. You know, if I was like Hani's age, bedridden from like, you know, an incredibly incurable disease that's literally going to kill me, and then like suddenly I hear a knock on the door and then it's just like, how's it going, bros? My name is PewDiePie. Honestly, I would probably go through the same thing where this biological thing that's gonna kill me is suddenly gonna get cured. Yeah, this movie makes a whole lot of sense. There's an absolutely legendary talking head interview with the bad guy of the week where they talk about this.
私と井上さんとはじめさんの3人でファミレスにこの前行ったんだよ。そこで流行ったのが、お前のお尻にブロッコリーぶっ刺すぞっていう捨て台詞が流行って、それを言われた相手は必ずごめんなさいを連呼しなきゃいけないっていう決まりができたんだよ。それが一番楽しかったんだよ、この夏。
That's so real. I will definitely be taking inspiration from this. Every time I go out to eat with friends, I'm just gonna loudly and proudly declare that I'm going to shove a broccoli up one of their asses. And they have to respond, I need a shit! Or else I'll legitimately shove an entire flower of broccoli up their ass. I also watched this movie dubbed in English. And let me tell you, you know if you watch English dubs of early like 2000s anime, like Yu-Gi-Oh, it's kind of goofy like, ha! You just activated my trap card! Blue eyes, white dragon, these nuts across your... But oh my god, dubbing before the 2000s, it is goofy squared. It's crazy.
I'd rate her a 7. Ooh, and she's an 8. I'll give her a 7. And whoa! Oh, wow! A 9.5 for her!
It was quite the viewing experience. The super kids are then recruited by goofy-ass police chief.
What's wrong? What did I do?
And sussy police captain to hunt down the most violent and dangerous criminal in the universe, Judogi, who apparently he sold his family for a box of gold, which, okay, that's not good. There's also his partner in crime, Mayo, a superpower man who worked as a cop until his son got murdered, and then he turned his back on the law. Judogi's name is enough to strike fear in the super kids' hearts.
His name is Judogi.
Did you say Judogi?
But Judogi's just a legend!
Everyone except Gokdari begins to quiver and shake, but Gokdari's just like, okay, well, we'll do it! We gotta get paid somehow!
Ah, you mean you really do it? Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you.
At this point, our brave warrior, Saint Teal decides to check out of the mission and stay home like a little fucking bitch.
And to my great-granddaughter, I bequeath my favorite...
Kamijo bathes as Akira lays there unconscious and Mide approaches him. She's all like, when Akira wakes up, you and him would be great leaders. You need to take control. And then we hear them having because as you know, the one thing I really needed in my life was to hear two of the most unlikable anime characters in the entire universe having with each other. I mean, to be fair, they do kind of belong with each other because they both suck. So they're about to get married, but then wait, they visit Asahina's family temple only to find out that she was actually the demon queen this entire time. She asks Ukyo to die with her because she actually fell in love with him, and Ukyo's like, nah, what the fuck you think you are? So Asahina then transforms into her true demon form, and then they fight in an epic battle scene. He gets overwhelmed by the demon queen, but then the random ass nuns help him out or something. I don't know what the fuck's happened. Who are these motherfuckers? They never explained this. Who are these? Ukyo goes into creative mode and he summons some random weapons, and then he kills her and wins. Asahina then thanks Ukyo for putting her out of her misery, as well as proclaiming her love for him, and Ukyo lives on to see another day. Now, according to Wikipedia, at the end of this movie, the curse is finally destroyed. Here's the thing. What curse? I literally did Control F, you know, like to search for words on the Wikipedia page, and I looked for the word curse to see how many times it was mentioned, and it was only mentioned in the last sentence of the whole summary of the entire film. What curse? Like, even Wikipedia can't even fully explain the storm that is this fucking movie. It's just ridiculous. Like, the only redeeming factor of this movie was that it was only an hour long. If it was any longer, I think every minute would have sent me closer to actually drawing a pentagram on the ground and attempting to summon the fucking demon queen to destroy this planet. Anyway, Takeru is then stabbed to death by the 4 girls, and the screen goes dark, and he dies. Shigeru says, oh, that's too bad. You should have ran with someone else. Then the credits roll. And at this point, I was just extremely confused. You know, the worst part about this sequence is I know it's not the actual end, because I know there's a 5th fucking chapter to this, because I looked it up, because I'm like, how long is this gonna take me to finish this fucking game? Okay, no way you're gonna make me sit through an entire fucking ending sequence just to like troll me, right? Like, don't waste my fucking time. If you're gonna do it, like, cut it short, like, now, please. I have shit to do with my life, bro. God damn. Wait, what? Wait, I actually died? Hello? Hello? What am I supposed to do? As it turns out, this was actually like the full credits. It took me right back to the title screen after it finished. And then I was just really extremely confused. So I loaded the save file and I went through it again. And then the same exact thing happened. And at this point, I had a terrible realization. The choices I was making earlier in the game actually did matter. Because I needed to pick the right choices to deepen the bond between Takeru and like one of the characters so that they would eventually escape with him on the truck. And those characters would be the ones that you basically spend the rest of the story with. And I didn't do that, so none of them escaped with him on the truck, and I had absolutely no idea about any of this. And you know, I only had 2 save files, and both of them were too past the point of like making different choices. Basically, yeah, I had to restart the entire game and pick the right choices, and suffice to say, I was not very happy. Are you kidding me? Are you telling me that all my choices like actually fucking mattered in this stupid game, and because of that I can't get past to the next fucking part of the game? Is this a fucking joke? Like, you want me to play this fucking entire thing again? From the fucking beginning because I made the wrong choices? Because I couldn't read the fucking choices? Is this a fucking joke? Are you fucking kidding me? I don't think I've ever mashed a button more angrily in my life. I think this may have been the most intense button mashing I've ever had to do. This is such a waste of my fucking time. I'm actually mad. What is this garbage? What is this trash? Fuck you. Fuck this stupid ass battle system. Fuck this ugly ass Martian looking ass piece of shit. Fuck everything about this stupid game. And fuck this music too. I'm so tired of hearing that. Like, fuck you. This music makes me go even more fucking insane. Well, I just lost because I fucked up. I can't even do anything. I can't even skip. I can't pause. I can't restart the fucking battle. I have to just let myself lose because I missed 2 fucking balls on a stupid ass circle.
Yeah, let's put on the Mars suit. Oh my god, it's a fucking alien. Oh my god, it's an alien. Oh my god, I'm scared.
scared. Help me, please.
This fucking you ruining my life right now. Fuck. No, I don't want to save. Fuck this fucking game. Go.